Boy, we've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed a really difficult decision to make. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. Oh, this guy's a rare talent, and a huge upgrade over what they had before. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team, because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see him again. Could we see another Buffalo Bill come off the board here? Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? What to do here? Build up the interior of your line, or get that skill player to add another weapon? So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves, I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. Washington's been represented once already in this draft. Could one of his teammates be about to join him?
So we welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. With a backup, this is Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held a gain on that. Almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On second down, Williams. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
No gain on the play there. Second down. So 2nd and 10 here. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at 5-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards and now a down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well, that was better than the first go-around with yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Carlos Hyde, see you later. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Carlos Hyde, 38 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take them. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Williams, always breathing room. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles, fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here. Line sandwiches together. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the interception, here's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On second down, Hyde, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they handled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Ryan. And able to find Garcon. They needed 14. They got 15 here on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And incomplete. C.J. Witz, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Ryan. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Lockett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. And I always remember that when we go to practice.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The big fella, 30. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Play clock winding down. Here begin on the ground. And some room to roam now. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it'll be first down here after the run. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. More from Minneapolis after this. They run again with Hyde on first. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can as this game continues.
Now Ryan on second down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 11.
They go play action with Ryan. And he's got Shockey. Inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will go. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining before we get to halftime. So on comes Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get this in either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Smith on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And that drop caused a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Teams have their marching on again here in Bree. Pulled it about a yard. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
You term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more of things they didn't see in the first half.
And here's Ryan. Highlighted. Oh, a nice there. The feet, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
19 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On 1st down, Ryan out to the flat for Hyde. Be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Ryan. And he's going to go down. Past midfield, he's sacked at the 46.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And able to find Garcon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. Give him 9 there on the first completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on for them. Brings up a hit down for them.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And finding Fedorowicz. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
To throw again is Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Lockett from 6 yards away. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Oh, little 360. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence I want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. From the 50, it's Smith. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. And he'll take it down shy of the 40-46. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They run. It's Williams. And an alley to run. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the ground. It'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? Guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Time for a break. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now it's Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenny Stills from 10 yards. And the Raiders head back to within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock? As you noted, so many things to go through.
Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick of the up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Raiders now making their way toward the huddle. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2, so any kind of field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Here's Ryan. Releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
3 to the right. Ryan wants to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover. They intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his crew will take over with a football at the 5-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And at his size, he's a small back. You can get him the football, get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a gain of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we sign. He's back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught. Corliss, left side. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. Practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has the start.
How about this for a tough choice early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about, oh, did they get themselves a player here or what? Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to them or go after someone who can help you? Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Boy, a tough choice here, but one that any organization would love to have. How do you go wrong with these three guys? In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now, or do you try and push your luck? Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Well, the Bengals have got a handful of real good assets to pick from. One's gone already. Could a second be on the way? A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? Three choices here, all of them impact players. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, you want to talk about a guy that just swarms to the ball defensively. I mean, Javon Kersey kind of wrote the book on it.
He certainly did. It's almost like he has those blocks that sprinters use that he comes out of at the snap of the football, and he just takes off and goes, and that's why he can make those types of plays in the offensive backfield.
Now Flacco. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. But still in search of the first down after that last completion.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do snap it. Flacco now. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a foot.